You ever meet the guy who brags about surviving on 4 hours of sleep? The one who states sleep is for the weak? Yeah, that's the problem though. He's not actually really tougher, he's actually probably slower, weaker, and dumber than he thinks. The only thing sleep deprivation proves is that you're probably too stubborn or too stupid to recover properly. Because here's a reality. If you're trying to build real world strength, like hauling gear, carrying your kid when you're sick, or pushing your limits beyond a loaded bar, operating on trash sleep makes you brittle, weak, and breakable. So, we're going to be breaking down the real cost of skipping sleep, not just the hey, you'll be tired. I'm talking about measurable, peer reviewed, scientific destruction of your muscle growth, your nervous system, your hormones, and your performance. The data is brutal, and the message is clear. Sleep deprivation doesn't just make you feel off, it will sabotage the very thing you're trying to build. So if you're serious about forging real strength, then buckle in. This is your wake up call. Here's the first thing you need to burn into your skull. Muscle growth does not happen in the gym. It happens when you sleep. One night without sleep and muscle protein synthesis, the actual process of building muscle, will drop by nearly 18%. And then cortisol will spike by 21%, testosterone will tank by 24%. This is not I'm a little groggy. That's your body pressing pause on building and pressing play on breaking down. That's not grit, it's now sabotage. And it's not just your biceps that pay the price. Strength isn't the only muscle, it's also your nervous system. Strength is the coordination between muscle fibers firing in sync, your motor skills solidifying, your brain telling your body and execute with precision. That consolidation all happens at night. So if you miss sleep, you're not just losing muscle, you're losing control. That's double jeopardy, weaker output, and stripping mechanics. Now multiply that over days and weeks, and chronic sleep restriction turns your recovery system into a shredder. So instead of stacking gains, you're going to be stacking dysfunction. You become a muscle-wasting, hormone-wrecking, injury-prone liability. Most people walking around bragging about sleep when I'm dead, well, they're already probably halfway there. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper into what actually happens when you drag your half-slept carcass into a workout. As we mentioned, after one sleepless night, your cortisol will spike, your testosterone will drop, you go catabolic. Your body literally starts consuming itself. That's like training hard all week and then hitting one delete on your own progress. And when you're stacking multiple nights and weeks, now you're flipping on fat storage mode. Your insulin sensitivity plummets, glucose disposal slows down by 40%. So the translation is your body handles sugar like someone with prediabetes. You're not just getting fatter, you're also going to be getting weaker, slower, and less fueled. Sleep loss is metabolic sabotage. It's like trying to drive cross country while siphoning gas out of your own tank. You're not just stalling, you're actively screwing your own engine up. Let's put it in practical terms. Let's say you're carrying heavy gear up a hill in the rain, or moving a couch up 2 flights of stairs, or hauling your sick kid through an airport. Those real world grinded out moments don't care about your grind mindset. If you're sleep deprived, your grip strength tanks, your balance goes sloppy, and your connective tissue becomes weaker. So you're not gritting it out. That's probably a torn hamstring waiting to happen. And in your training on no sleep, it's probably useless. This session does not build anything. You're just surviving. The next day, your hunger hormones go wild, cravings spike, your patience vanish, and you become your own worst enemy. Sleep loss doesn't just steal strength, it makes you a liability. But there is good news. You can recover. One solid night can undo some of the hormonal and neurological damage. The body wants to rebuild. But if you're stacking that sleep debt night after night, and the hole gets deeper, weeks, even months to fully recover. Sleep banking does work. Stacking up sleep before a brutal week or big event does help. Naps help too. Short bursts can restore alertness. It can sharpen reaction time, even nudge that hormone balance back toward normal. But let's be clear. None of these are pure replacements for actual deep sleeps. They're bailouts. But the real fix, respect your damn bedtime. Look, we all get it. Sometimes life hits. Kids, stress, late night flights. You don't always get your 8 hours. But here's how to train smart when you're short on sleep. First, prioritize sleep when you can. You're aiming for that 7 to 9 hours is kind of non-negotiable when you can't do it. Or you can sequence workouts. Try to hit power and strength when you're rested. And then on tired days, shift to mobility, stability, or even technique. And you can also use naps and sleep banking like tactical weapons. Nutrition also matters too. Try to get protein before bed. It will help preserve muscle when sleep is short. And you can also train earlier in the day if possible. Late workouts can screw over your sleep cycles, which especially is important when you're getting very little anyway. So you're not doing weakness now, you're now doing a little bit more strategy. Look, pushing through bad sleep is not grit, it's suicide by ego. Real world strength isn't about proving how much you can suffer. It's about respecting recovery so you can actually adapt. So grit isn't going to bed at 2 a.m. and dragging to the gym next morning at 6 a.m. Grit is guarding your sleep like your strength depends on it, because it does. You want to lift heavy, move explosively, and stay durable. Sleep is your strongest tool. Use it, protect it, respect it. Stop glorifying exhaustion. It's not toughness, it's weakness in disguise. So train hard, train smart, and guard your sleep like it's part of the workout, because it is.